Welcome back to another episode of Warren Cali. In this episode, I'm going to detail several events that happened throughout California. We all know California as a whole has been on fire in the last few years, from Northern California to Southern California since 2020. Crime in California has doubled and even tripled in many regions of Cali, from murder, theft, robbery, and various other crimes. And in a recent trend, a lot has been going on with people stealing guns from gun stores. In March of 2024, the Poway shooting range heist happened just outside of San Diego. Multiple rifles and handguns were stolen in an overnight heist in one of the county's largest gun ranges. 4 people were able to get away with about 80 firearms, which they put into duffel bags. They would use a card around the front doors of a range.
It could mean more weapons in the wrong hands on our streets. The heist happened at the same shooting range now used by San Diego police. NBC7's Allison Ash tells us this isn't the first time this place has been hit.
I'm outside Poway Weapons and Gear, where the Sheriff's Department has told us numerous rifles and handguns were stolen overnight. You can see the area surrounding the front door. Now it's boarded up. The Sheriff's Department tells us the front door and a roll-up door were broken into. Investigators say the crooks left a vehicle behind, but they aren't saying what kind of vehicle or whether they're able to track it back to its owner. I tried repeatedly to speak to someone inside the business, which has a pretty big gun store and 42 shooting range lanes. As of now, there are no arrests reported in this break-in, but the last guy got caught because of surveillance cameras all around the building. So we will let you know if and when an arrest is made.
The suspects were later arrested in Vegas, and 30 of the guns were recovered, leaving about 50 on the street still. July will be full of gun robberies, and at least a group of 6 will hit 9 different stores from 5 Southern California counties, including Orange, Riverside, San Bernardino, and also San Diego County, among others. The crew is accused of stealing 33 guns, which they stole from a gun store in Oceanside. 4 days prior, surveillance video from a store called Fallbrook Guns and Ammo showed that federal officials said the same crew trying to break into a store but were unable to. The same crew would be spotted at another store with at least 4 suspects using a stolen car to reverse into the front of the store. On the second try, they broke through, then raced in. They stole 43 guns from a store in about 2 minutes. So over 100 guns would be took by the group of 6.
Just last month.
These guys are very organized. Looking at the footage.
4 days before that, surveillance video from Fallbrook Guns and Ammo shows what federal officials say is the same crew trying but unable to break into the Fallbrook store last month. General Manager Tony Williams says they sent out a warning to other shops.
We try our best. We stay connected.
So this is one of the gun stores that was hit, Fallbrook Guns and Ammo, right here in Fallbrook. You can see some of the damage that was left behind from where those suspected crooks tried to ram a stolen car right here through the front door of the store. So they weren't able to break in here, but we do have video of one of the gun stores that was hit. This surveillance video shows the burglars using what the ATF says was the same MO to break into gun stores, steal a car, and ram it through the front of a gun store like this one, Chaparral Coin and Gun in Murrieta. In about 2 minutes last October, ATF says the crooks stole 43 guns from the store.
So, yeah, gut punch.
Co-owner John Gertz's immediate concern, the threat to public safety.
All those guns are going to be sold illicitly, public safety.
According to the affidavit, the stolen guns were sold on the black market. 6 men, 4 of them teenagers, appeared in court for the crimes for the first time late Tuesday afternoon. They're charged with going on a 9-month gun store burglary spree across 5 Southern California counties that include Ventura, Orange, San Bernardino, Riverside, and 3 stores in San Diego County. From Poway Weapons and Gear and other stores, as well as social media posts from the men to tie them to the burglary.
Agents say they used cell phone tracking, which included pictures of the stolen guns from the Poway Weapons and Gear and other stores, as well as social media posts from the man to tie them to the burglaries. Now they all await trial. Now heading to Northern California. On June 22nd, a thief stole dozens of handguns after cutting a hole through a Newcastle gun shop. The suspect took more than 50 handguns and put them to a duffel bag, and then he left in his car.
Foothill Firearms, and take a look at this. The suspect making a hole through this wall on the side of the building right there. Now there's a sort of wardrobe or dresser in front of it, but that's where the hole was. Now police saying upwards of 50 guns were stolen, and local business owners nearby saying they have never seen something like this happen in their community.
It's certainly concerning. This person at least did not steal any ammo, but they were able to get in, get out fairly quickly.
Elise Soviar, communications manager with the Placer County Sheriff's Office, says the suspect started making a hole outside of the building around 1:20 a.m. on Monday. Shortly before 4 a.m., the suspect was able to get inside.
This is a difficult investigation. It was done late at night. There weren't any witnesses around this area.
She says the suspect put the guns into duffel bags and left in a vehicle.
Just the next day, according to a police report, approximately around 3:45 a.m. on July 23rd, Sacramento police, Folsom police, and Citrus Heights police all responded to Guns and Ammo store on Greenback Lane in Orangeville regarding a burglary in progress. Over 25 guns were took, and with this being so recent, no arrests were made.
That happened at an Orangeville gun shop on Greenback Lane near Walnut Avenue. You can see all the damage left behind. The front window busted through, glass all around. The owner reported seeing someone inside the store from a live video feed just before 4 o'clock this morning. And when deputies arrived, they say someone had making off with at least 25 firearms.
That in 15 years, he has never had anything like this happen before. He's been spending hours and hours cleaning everything up. And you can see the window of the shop behind me now boarded up.
Now, the sheriff's office says the SUV used in the break-in was still at the scene when they arrived. They believe it was stolen just hours before in Fair Oaks. And then the suspect used a getaway car. Comes a day after someone tunneled into a gun store in Placer County and made off with 50 guns. And that one, we told you about that one.
Off this, you can see the streets is on fire, and there's hundreds of guns being flooded through the California streets. So more guns equals more crash outs and more violence. This will conclude this episode. If you haven't already, make sure you check out my previous episodes. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.